Alright, everybody, hello and welcome back to French Island. I hope you're having a great weekend or a great week or wherever in the world you're watching from. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Something a little bit different on the channel today, and it's something that potentially could maybe go a while or could go very short. I'm genuinely torn about how I feel about FIFA and EA Sports and all that sort of stuff. But one of the things that we do want to make sure we're representing on the channel is the E League or the A League's gamers or whatever it's actually going to be. And it is an area that I think is like kind of criminally underrepresented in terms of how people make content around it, how people kind of present information about winners and all that sort of stuff in the YouTube space, in the written space, all that sort of stuff I think can kind of be improved and done a little bit differently as far as esports and how they're kind of adopted within the Australian market. But having said that, personally, I have a very strained relationship with FIFA. I used to love FIFA, like way back in the day as I was a kid and a teenager and even like kind of a young adult. Used to play with my friends, a lot of couch co-op, all that sort of stuff. I actually own, and I'll pull these out, the green screen's going to ruin them, but I actually own every FIFA up until FIFA 18. Some of them I can't play because I don't have a disc drive on my PC, and some of them, like, I don't have a Sega Mega Drive anymore. They are effectively like a kind of useless collection a little bit. However, in FIFA 18, I kind of fell out of love with the game a little bit, mainly because, you know, as you grow up, time starts to become a little bit more difficult to allocate to things like grinding out games and results. But also, it definitely felt like at a certain point, I had to pay for the game and then had to pay $100 each month to get enough money to get packs to keep up, effectively. Keep up with other people that I wanted to play with against online, or keep up with friends that were still playing the game, all that sort of stuff. So I hadn't bought a game since FIFA 18, and that's where the collection ended, and I've been quite content not playing it. However, a very lovely person actually bought me a copy of the game for my birthday back in September, knowing that it was coming out at the start of October. And I was torn about what I wanted to do. Do we want to try and create content for the channel to continue to try and grow the channel and to continue to try and represent, I think, an underrepresented area in esports? Knowing that we'd then probably be contributing to like the gambling culture that EA Sports has created relating to these games and relating to Ultimate Team and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, the conscious decision as to whether we want to kind of try and put that stuff out there. So I think we're going to do it. One, because if French Island's going to get added to the A-League, we need an E-League side as well. But at the same time, I think there's a way that we can try and adjust FIFA 22 content to try and make it enjoyable and not limit people to have to plunge in $100 a month into this version of the game. We didn't pay anything for it. We don't expect anybody to pay anything for it. But I think there's some fun stuff that we could potentially do focusing specifically on A-League content that hopefully people will enjoy, hopefully get some more eyes on it. And if you love it, let us know in the comment section. If you hate it and want to see sack off the game because EA Sports is a horrific company, by all means put that in the comment section below because it's just as valid as any other opinion. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to go into the Ultimate Team setup. We're not going to kind of do a traditional Ultimate Team. It's not going to be like super high quality in terms of overall play. We're definitely going to be limited by my capacity to actually play the game and my ability, given that I haven't played in a couple of years. But we are going to try and put together the best A-League squad that we can in an Ultimate Team type environment and see how it stacks up playing against the Mbappes, the Ronaldos, the Messis of the world. And we could get absolutely smashed, we could get absolutely slammed. These could be presented in more of a stream style with like longer formats. These could potentially move over to a Twitch channel at some point or another. We're going to kind of figure all that stuff out as we go, and we're going to see exactly what sort of content you guys enjoy the most, how you guys want to see it, and how you want to shape and mold the series. But I have set some rules up for how we're going to do this. So rule number one, no money spent. Should make sense. We're not going to buy any FIFA points. We're not going to use it to open packs. We're basically just going to try and grind out some games each week to try and get ourselves enough packs to then open up on the episodes to hopefully get ourselves the players that we want to work with, which takes us into our next rule, effectively, which is that we're only going to use A-League and Australian players only. Now, there's a slight caveat, a little bit of an asterisk next to that one. We're going to try and get the best A-League 11 that we can, see how it stacks up against other areas in the world. If we get Australian players like Matt Ryan, Aaron Moy, Mustafa Amini, Tom Rogic, we might try and integrate them into the team. Just because they have played in the A-League previously, and obviously them being Australian, I think will kind of help with team chemistry and all that sort of stuff. Even though it's been a while since I've looked at team chemistry, it might have changed. But the little caveat that we're going to add is if there's an icon like a Tim Cahill, we might go after that sort of player. If we have like a team of the week player that used to play in the A-League, like an Adrian who's still playing over in China, like Bart Schenkerveld who's still playing in Greece, like a Diego Castro, depending on where he lands for his next club if he's not going to be playing at Perth. So I think there's a little bit of wiggle room there where we can do some interesting things and hopefully put together a side that, while is mostly silver, is still relatively competitive and might still have some additional people that we can kind of throw in and appreciate from an A-League perspective, because it is the best leagues in the world and we want to represent the best league in the world. Rule number 3, pack openings only. What I mean by that is if we get coins, we're not going to use those coins to go and bid on players, because I have a slight feeling that if we were to try and go and put together an A-League 11, we could probably do that in one episode. And I really want us to be aspiring to try and get Jamie McLaren, or to try and get Daniel Sturridge, or to try and get Adam Lafondra. And hopefully like working towards those players and getting those pack openings and whatever else will help kind of like build the mystique. And it'll give an opportunity for other players in the division that might be, third or fourth choice strikers, players like Matt Simon, players like Danny De Silva. I don't know why I can only think of MacArthur and Central Coast Mariners players, but some of the lesser lights within the league itself, it might give them an opportunity to actually play in the game and see how they handle and see what we enjoy about them, because the stats and the numbers aren't always the easiest thing. Like I love playing with Adebayo Akinfenwa. His stats are garbage other than his strength. I just think he's fun to play with and it's something to enjoy. Rule number 4 is that all rules may change. We may sack this off completely and turn it into a pro club series. At the moment, Brand does not have the game, but we might turn that into that. We might make it a Patreon exclusive where we play like a pro clubs environment at a regular scheduled event or something with people that support us on Patreon. So go and check the links in the description if you want to get involved with that. It's only $1 a month. We don't ask you guys for a lot. And potentially that might become a content piece for the channel as well. So there's a variety of different things that we can do. A variety, I think, of different stuff that could be very exciting and isn't necessarily being represented elsewhere in the Australian football landscape. Mainly because the main people that do it, the people that are really good at it, they're focusing on getting Messi, they're focusing on getting Mbappe, Ronaldo, Haaland, all those sort of players, and we're not really going to swing for the fences in that way. Watch now as I pack Cristiano Ronaldo and then have no idea what I want to do moving forward, but that would be an awesome thing to have happen. So as we jump into the game, pretty much straight away, I've dusted off the old controller that you guys can see here. I'm using an Xbox controller, but we are playing on PC if you are playing along at home and want to watch along with us. And I've tried to frame everything up as best I can here on the screen. Hopefully it's all coming through for you guys. I think what this is, and you guys can probably hear that copyrighted music, which will definitely get us a DMCA strike in the background, is going to be kind of the initial game to see how we go, which is going to be PSG versus Chelsea. I won't make you watch this entire gameplay. We might jump ahead and see what the result is and see how I've gone at the start of the game and what it thinks I should be doing as far as different settings and stuff are concerned. So magic editing, we're going to jump forward to that now. Alright, so in the end, 5-1 victors. I didn't love the 4-3-3 they played, so we might keep that in mind for our own shape and formation that we're going to use, but they had a shit ton of the ball, and Jorginho's goal was incredible, I'm not going to lie. So definitely a lot of work to be done, particularly that possession-based stat there, 64-36, like that'll be something that we have to keep an eye on. But Ultimate Team, that's where we're going to head. Alright, so squad updates needed. Of course it bloody is, because it's the first day the game came out. Alright, so starter pack unfortunately doesn't include Australia, which is very frustrating. I think the majority of the Australian players that are overseas probably play in Germany. There's a couple here and there in Spain and the Netherlands as well. Let's go with Germany, because why not? Majority of these players, they're going to get sold on, or we're going to use them for like squad building challenges or whatever else, so... But first pack opening, here we go. Hopefully that noise isn't ridiculously loud for you guys like it is my headphones. Julian Weigl from Benfica, first player that we've got. And this tutorial stuff we might skip past as well, because none of these players are ever going to play for us. We're basically just going to get rid of them. We didn't, unfortunately, get any Australian talent in that initial lot, which is frustrating, but, it is what it is. Alright, so we've got a couple of initial starter packs and stuff to open up here. I kind of want to change the name of the club and everything, but we might click around that in a little bit. For now, let's check out some of these starter packs and see how we go. And then we've got a FIFA points balance, which I think is because we pre-ordered the game. I'm not entirely sure on that one. I was trying to figure out where it came from, but alright, first up, Manchester City Tifo in that stadium pack. We'll see if anything cool comes out of that we can attach. Purple seats is cool. Stadium themes are cool. That's all fine though. We'll add that sort of stuff in later. Let's have a look at some first players. We've got some gold players, 80 plus rare packs. We've got 4 of those, which I think we get because we pre-ordered the game technically. Check it out here. It's going to be Calvert-Lewin, which isn't terrible. We'll probably get some decent coins for him on the transfer market. There are definitely worse players we could have gotten. Did we get any A-League talent though? That's really what we want to try and find. We've got Diamante. Awesome. All right, he's going to be huge obviously for our team. And we've immediately got one of the best players in the league itself, so that is fantastic. These guys, though, they're all going to the transfer list. We'll get rid of them. Next one up is Gerson, central midfielder for Olympique Marseille. Where's the tunnel thing? That's the thing that, you know, I see on everybody else's content. Sadly, all these lads are getting sold because we only really care about Australian or A-League content for the moment. I'm now curious, is Di Marti the only gold player in the A-League? I probably should have looked into that before we started. But here we've got Felipe, Brazilian centre-back from Atletico Madrid. Again, hopefully we get some good coins for it. Alright, here we go. I got some flames here, and he's sliding in. It's Thomas Mueller, 87 rated centre attacking mid. Looks decent there in that Western Sydney kit. That's the first kit that we've packed from the A-League itself, so hopefully we'll be able to get some other cool ones in there. Not a bad Western Sydney kit this season. But again, they're all getting sold, which is not ideal. I'm going to be trying to be quite diligent about putting all these players on the transfer list and letting them kind of like go through auction processes and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got 4,750 FIFA points, which is the last FIFA points we're ever going to get. So I don't know who Mirai is and what these customization bundles might be, but I think what we need to go after first is some classic packs. I don't know what the difference is between a regular pack or a preview pack either. So we're going to open one up here. So just a regular silver pack. Senegalese striker, who I've got no idea. I think his name's Gay from Ostend. But what A-League talent might we have potentially gotten? Okay, that's interesting. So it gives us a chance to look at the pack before we buy it, which is cool. And now it sits there for 24 hours. Okay, all right, makes sense. So I think what we're doing now is we're just looking at the premium silver pack or the premium bronze pack. We'll come back to the bronze one in a minute. Let's try and fire through some of these FIFA points with these silver packs, and then we'll see if we get like an A-League 11 coming together, and then we might jump to gold, because I wonder if like Ninkovic and McLaren and stuff are all gold players. Alright, no one particularly fantastic in that one. We'll just hold on to the contracts though, just for the time being, just so we can get some of these players tucked away. Nothing in the next pack either, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold on to this beer shop logo, because that is cool, that bear. No one really in the next pack either. This is going to take a long time. I can already kind of feel it coming, so hopefully we're smashing through some of this actual content piece. And we've nearly got a full transfer list, which makes me think maybe we need to like pivot and kind of do something a little bit different. Alright, so we might need to change tact a little bit. So this is how we sit at the moment. So I think we're going to go with this 4-4-2, right? I think the shape is good and it's balanced and it'll help me figure out the game. And then we can kind of make adjustments. I didn't really love the 4-3-3 in the PSG kind of practice game. So far, I've only got Diamanti. Hell of a get. Like, fantastic to have him straight out of the blocks. That's incredible. And I see him being like the left-footed central midfield option, more like a deep line playmaker than perhaps the role he plays at the moment. But where I think we need to kind of understand the league a little bit more potentially is what the values are for different players. So, like, who's the best A-League central or goalkeeper to start with? Yeah, there's a few here. So maybe... Alright, so we need to get some coins so that we can open some bronze packs. That much is clear. There's a couple of silver players and stuff scattered throughout here. Looks like Glover and Federici are probably the best two that we're going to be able to get. Birigitti's not bad either. And these guys are relatively cheap. Like, they're not super expensive or anything. So we should be able to do something. So I think what we have to do first is, and maybe we'll do this through magic of editing, I might sell off the players that we've packed to date. And then when we've got some coins, then we can actually start unpacking some bronze and start really filling out this squad as much as humanly possible, because we need to get like a manager in, we need to get some Zeros, we need to get all that sort of stuff before we start looking at you know, like different positions we have to strengthen or different players that we're hoping to get specifically out of certain packs. At least that's the idea. Like, how much would someone like McLaren or Sturridge? I don't know if Sturridge will be up to date in the game. So McLaren, we could get him for 350, but he looks pretty common. Is that gold, though? I think that's gold. So he's in a gold pack. So maybe what we should do as well, while that's kind of getting put together and while that's going through, is firstly go through all these players that we've got here on the transfer list and really try and get rid of them so we've got some coins. And then we can open up some bronze packs and some silver packs. And then maybe to finish off, we'll do some more gold packs just to kind of like finish off the episode, or maybe we'll play a game or two. We'll see how we go. But magic of editing, I'm going to transfer list all these guys now. All right, so I've sold some players and we need to get some Diamanti, some mates. So we're going to start, I think, with getting a few of these premium bronze packs. I won't make you sit here and watch me go through them because they're all bronze packs anyway. It's not that exciting. But I will highlight with you guys when we do get an A-League player that can go into our squad. So magic of editing, we're going to fire through that now. All right, so first A-League item that we've gotten outside of Diamanti is a Melbourne Victory badge. So we'll get that applied shortly as well, but we'll just keep firing through as quickly as we can. Update, we got the Brisbane badge as well, so now we've got something to choose between as well. I probably won't bring you any further badge details, we might just focus on players moving forward. Alright, so we might have to pivot slightly because we just opened about 25 bronze packs and didn't get a single A-League player. So maybe what we're going to do is potentially, I think, adjust our policy a little bit, and maybe we'll buy some bronze players just to fill out a squad with an initial A-League team. Just that we've got a bronze A-League team, and then we'll do pack openings for silver players to try and get some of like the more elite level A-League players, and also gold pack openings because we've got some FIFA points to spend. So I'm going to quickly throw together a team of just bronze players for the A-League itself, and we'll see how that goes. Magic of editing. Let's jump forward to that now. Alright, so that's helped us get some additional bodies. So we brought in Matt Simon up top, Louis Dorigo in midfield, Nikolai Topor-Stanley, and Jordan Elsey is the back two, and Scott Galloway is a right back. I've got Jake Brimmer in as like a third choice central midfield player, which is great. And then if we look at these transfer targets, we've got bids in for Isaac Powell, Elvis Kempsober, and Daniel Wilmering, which will hopefully come through in kind of the next half an hour or so. I won't make you guys sit through any of that, but that'll help close out our squad a bit. While that's going through, we've also got 22 players still on the transfer list pending sale, so that's going to raise a bit of cash for us as well to close out, hopefully, like a bronze squad. But what we might do while we're waiting for those transfers to go through is open up some of these promo packs, because they're for a limited time only. We can only open up 5 of these, so we might as well open up the 5 of them and use the points that we've been allocated for the pre-order. And then maybe we'll open some more silver packs just to see if we can get, you know, some more quality A-League talent. The majority of the guys we get in these premium gold packs, you would think we're going to sell on for profit to then try and improve the rest of our squad. But it feels like these FIFA points are burning a hole in our pocket, so let's try and get rid of a fair chunk of them. And it's got very loud very quickly. Who's this? Right midfielder Hattabor from, I don't know what logo that is. I think it's Atalanta maybe? So not a bad group. Hattabur, Kondobia, Gunter, Kurt Zuma's in there, Michael Keane, Jordan Ayew, Brandon Williams, a few familiar faces in there, but they're all going to head to the transfer list. Right, here we go. There's Flames on this one. That's good. Centre mid, Leicester City. It's going to be Yuri Tielemans. Hopefully we'll get some decent cash for him. That would be great. A couple other familiar faces in there as well, but they're all going to the transfer market. We're not going to try and keep hold of any of these guys. Next one up is Wolves centre mid, Ruben Neves. He'd be a great player to actually use, but we're not going to use him. I'm going to absolutely lose my shit eventually when we get like a Jamie McLaren or Ninkovic or something like that. I should actually go and have a look before this episode ends as to what A-League players are actually the gold players, so that we can keep an eye on who we really want to try and pack. And it's insane because so many other people in other parts of the world wouldn't give a shit about those players, but for me, they're going to be the best players I've got. Here we go, Flames again. Brazilian central midfielder Paulinho. Interesting. I had him there at Al Ahly. I thought he was still in China. A few other players in there. Harry Winks, Luke Ayling, and just one for Branson Gibson if he's watching. Alexander Mitrovic. We're going to quick sell him. I'm not going to put him on the transfer list because he's terrible. All right, lucky last premium gold player pack that we've got. Let's see what we get with this one, if we get anything half decent. No Flames or anything. Centre attacking mid, Barcelona. It's Philip Coutinho. What's his resale going to be like? Hopefully we can get some good coins for him. That'd be awesome. And nobody else particularly interesting amongst that group either. Alright, we're going to jump back into some classic packs and let's try and fire through a few of these silver packs and see if we can't get some A-League players coming through in these groups. We might do these ones a little bit quicker and I'll just show you if an A-League player comes up. Alright, in phenomenal news, as you can hear that bass pumping in the background, we've packed Awen Mabil, which is awesome because we can actually use it, which will be fantastic for us. It'll really solve something for us on the right wing, I think. Still getting bugger all else in terms of these players, so I'm just quick selling this silver stuff just because I've got so many contracts. But awesome, we've actually got a Socceroo. It's going to be in our lineup. In awesome news, we've got Nathaniel Atkinson joining, which is fantastic. So we're actually starting to see some silver players come through. We haven't got many more packs that we're going to be able to open. All right, last 4 packs that we've got, and really what should be the last FIFA points that you guys see on the channel itself. So we might as well bring them to you guys. Again, I don't think it's going to have any A-League talent in it or any Australian talent in it, but we will see. No one coming through in that one. I am going to send Gia to the transfer list though, because I think we can get some value back for him. And then purple and yellow I might keep hold of as well. Actually, you know what? I need to bring that one back. And we've got a Melbourne City Tifo, which is great, because I think we need a back-end Tifo. We'll have to have a look and check. I'm hopeful that there are, you know, like national team Tifos, because it'd be great to get Australia as like a stadium theme, just so that no one's getting particularly upset with the amount of how much their club is represented or isn't represented. All right, next one through, and what do we got? Nothing that we can really use, to be completely honest. Oh, I might actually hold on to this red and black giant Tifo, because I think we got something Western Sydney Wanderers related earlier, and maybe that'll go with that, but I'll have to have a look. All right, second to last pack opening. Come on, get me Aaron Moy or something great like that. That would be incredible. It's a centre back for Veljkovic from Werder Bremen. Is there any other Australian players in that pack? That would be awesome. No, it doesn't look like there is, and it doesn't look like we've got anything out of that one in particular, so we're just going to quick sell all of these silver ones. I'm selling gold stuff. I'm quick selling silver and bronze stuff, if that hasn't already become apparent. Alright, lucky last pack. Fingers and toes crossed, guys. Last FIFA points that we'll see on this channel at any point. Aaron Moy. Danish goalkeeper. Thomas Sorensen flashed in my head there for a second, but it's not. It's Horgard. And nothing else in there. So yeah, we're going to turf all of these as well. But that has given us a ton of cash, which we can go out to try and close out the rest of our squad with the bronze players that we need. But we're down, no more FIFA points. We've sold quite a few players as well. Thomas Müller went for 6,300 on his own, so that's helped us raise a bit of cash. And there's a few players here that will transfer less shortly. I'll do that in a little bit. All right, so that's left us in this situation. So getting rid of a bunch of different players has gotten us a fair few coins. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to look at bronze players only because we want to keep trying to pack those silver players. But you know what we should do? Before we do this, let's jump back a second. And let's just see who are the best players in the A-League itself. So De Vea at 75 is decent. Center attacking mid, so we'd have to kind of transition him to be something different. Is he the only one? Is he the only gold rare player in the entire league? That is absolutely ridiculous. So I guess we're going to search gold common then instead. And this is where Diamante and McLaren and I'm guessing eventually Sturridge will sit. I really want McLaren, in case people haven't already picked up on that. Alright, so let's go silver rare. Let's see who's in that batch. Aldred, Hemed, Lockman, Fornaroli, Jovanovic, Scott Jamson's in there, Lafondra, Donachie, interestingly, Ota, Wilkinson. So yeah, there's some good players in there. Barbarousis as well. Ziggy Gordon is an interesting one. Andrew Naboots in there too. Silver Commons. Old anti-vaxxer James is in there. Luke Bratton, Craig Goodwin would be a good one to get. Jakobsen, Birigidi, Glover, Economides, Burgess, Lescano. Traore in there at left back. O'Neill would be a decent one to get as well, but we've got... I kind of want to try and keep a left-footed striker on the left and a left-footed centre midfielder on the left and a left-footed centre-back and a left-back, and like I just want to keep natural balance to the team is basically what I'm going for. Ideally, we can one day get Sturridge and McLaren playing up top and that solves itself, but for the moment, a little bit puzzled as to how we're best going to close this out. So we've got 2 gaps at goalkeeper that we need to close out, we've got 2 gaps at left midfield that we need to close out, and we've got a gap up front that we need to close out. So to do that, let's just go any A-League player with a max buy now price of 200, and let's see who comes up. Connor Metcalf comes up, who'd be good to have, but it doesn't really solve what we need. I see what I did. I had silver common set to that, so ignore that. So Cavallo, Vucha, Cox is potentially it. So I think we're buying the Freak to just be a backup goalkeeper, and then we want to try and get maybe a high quality goalkeeper to actually start. And this might be where I let myself get a silver player just to close out the squads. So let's adjust that max buy now price to 500. And any A-League goalkeeper. Janjetovic should be the highest rated so far. Liam Reddy's in there as well. I think it might end up being Liam Reddy. Margush is at 60. Oh, here we go. Dan Jones at 69. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's just get him in just to close it out. And I know he's silver, but we've got to do it at some point. And I still want to get Glover and I still want to get Federici, so... Alright, let's go A-League midfielders. Max buy now price of 500. And I need a lefty. De Silva would be a good shout. Only 300 is buy now price. That seems fair to me. Hopefully to you guys as well. And a forward with a max buy now price of 500. Does it ruin it if I buy McLaren or do I want to pack McLaren? Lecky would also be a great shout. I said I wanted a lefty, so we'll go with Moodinda Jar because I think I want to pack McLaren, and I think that's part of like there aren't that many players that we're actually like waiting to try and get. So I think we want to try and just keep it as silver as possible, and then we need a right midfielder and a striker to sit on our bench. So in the interest of fairness, because I got myself Brad Jones, we'll just get the cheapest ones that we can get. Rose has probably played the most. He's 59 as opposed to Bauman is 57. So yeah, we'll go old LA Rose, everyone's favourite MPL2 player. And then the only player we can get for 200 that can play up top, Noah Botic, who I think was previously like Hoffenheim or someone like that, who's made the jump over to Western United. All right, so here's our lineup. We've got Jones in goal, a centre-back pairing of Topor Stanley and Elsie. We've got full Wilmering at left wing-back, Atkinson at right wing-back, Awil Mobile at right midfielder is the one kind of like marquee signing from outside the A-League itself. Dorigo and Diamante is the midfield two. Danny De Silva is the left midfielder. And Moody Najjar and Matt Simon, the Wizard of Woy up top. On the bench, that gives us Macklin Freak, Isaac Powell, Scott Galloway, Jake Brimmer, Elvis Campsober, Liam Rose. No, Lachlan Rose? Lachlan Rose. Brain gave up on me there, and Noah Botic. So it's not a super deep squad. You can see rating is 64, 1.4 stars, but we have got 100% chemistry. I do also need to add a manager, and the manager doesn't really matter. So we're just going to go with Paddy Kistormo because they're the only defending champions. It makes the most sense. We're going to fix up the kit numbers. I've just gone 1 to 11 in what I think their positional numbers are. If you disagree, that's fine. Let me know in the comment section below. And then 12 through 18 on the bench. Absolutely perfect. Now, would you believe, 2 hours and 30 minutes in, it's time to play our first game. Right, so we're going to challenge the team of the week. They've said Legendary is the suggested one. I'm a bit scared of Legendary, to be honest. And the match point difference is only 100. It's not that big a difference between the rest. Let's try World Class, just because we know our team kind of sucks. But it's either going to be the start of something beautiful, or it's going to be absolutely horrific. We will find out. 81 attack, 79 midfield, 79 defense. I'm a bit scared. Kit clash isn't great, but we'll give that a whirl. We'll go with the Wanderers kit. And I'll try and bring you guys as much of the gameplay side of things as possible. They've got a decent backline. Radicki in goal. Is that Jesus Navas playing at right back? Or right centre back, I guess? I missed their entire lineup. We'll see what the broadcast actually looks like here. And if this video never appears anywhere, it's because this is where we got DMCA'd. Hello. There we go. We've got our Wanderers Tifo. Probably replaced by an Australian flag, hopefully by the time we get through to the next one. And I might have to turn off this commentary in the background. I just want to see their shape and formation. It's interesting how that they're doing this pre-game portion, but we'll see. We're going to go attacking from the off. Let's see how we get on. And if I go quiet for certain stints, you know it's because I'm trying to concentrate quite a bit. Oh, it's a good turn. I just need to kind of drop off him a little bit. Oh, Jesus, thank God, he's already offside. Alright, we finally got the ball. Now what can we do with it? Can I get the ball to Diamante as early as possible? Or can Atkinson get forward? There you go, that's him. Oh, okay. First ball into the box, not terrible. Wouldn't say it was great, though. Now, this is where they terrify me, because I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the ball back off them. Nikolai Topor-Stanley versus Felipe Anderson. He's gone past him like he's not even there. Oh, come on, De Silva. No, can we? We can. All right, it's our Mobile, our marquee player. Can he do the backflips? He can do the backflips. All right, we're going to keep an eye out for that in the future as well. It's not a great goal, I'm not going to lie, but I'm definitely going to take it as a goal. Scrappy as hell. I'm trying to dog everyone here. I think it's Matt Simon with the original strike, and then Mobile just gets to head it back across as the keeper's on the deck. All right, maybe I could have done Legendary. We'll find out. All right, just get back, boys. Just get back. Get behind the ball. We're going to defend this lead. Oh, God, we've missed the header. Wilmering versus Gabriel Jesus. This doesn't seem super fair, but we'll keep it going. All right, quick switch of play seems to be doing wonders for us. Oh, God, we've let the ball run. All right, Moody Najjar is definitely going to need upgrading at some point. They seem quite content to attack down their right-hand side, which is great for us. Topor-Stanley and Elsie have switched sides for no reason at all, which is quite frustrating. But I'm getting a ton of space out wide. Oh, can we win this header? Yes, we can. And it's the Wizard of Woy himself. Oh, I thought he could do the back heel. Oh, Jesus. It's Benzema, which is terrifying. Oh, Jesus. Jesus just sprinted past Wilmering, who's pretty much my quickest defender. Not a great challenge there from Jordan Elsey. Just get behind the ball, Jordan. Have my two centre-backs switched sides for some reason? Oh, Jesus. Oh, thank God. Benzema just beyond the far post. Carry the ball, Nikolai. Would it be in horrible taste if I just kept the ball for 90 minutes? Ball forward here to Dorigo. Diamante. Oh, he's done it. Can he do the backflips? That's going to be more impressive if he can. He can. All right, that's fairly sprightly for a 37-year-old Italian. Okay, maybe I can do Legendary. Maybe I have to believe myself a little bit more. It's a good strike. And Najjar gets an assist after I was shitting on him earlier. But I guess the other concern is as well, how many subs am I going to have to make? Because we are on attacking, and I am pressing relatively aggressively. Or Atkinson on the overlap. Oh, Jesus. Najjar's not great. You can feel it as he gets the ball that he's just not got the touch or the ability to actually like find players technically. But that's okay. There's Lafondre out there. I think Barbarouses is out there. Sturridge will be in the game in the next few weeks. Hopefully that's a position that we can look to try and improve. Oh, Jesus. Good save from Brad Jones. Oh, it's tense. I'm getting those sweaty palms already, which is early for that to be happening.
It's fair to say. Stuart, your thoughts?
Yeah, they're playing really well here. They've controlled the flow.
Oh, Stuart, opportunity here.
Oh, God. Danny De Silva's missed everything. Can we get in the header? Felipe Anderson versus Topor Stanley again. Just stand him up. Don't just let him have the ball, actually. Don't worry about getting it back. Just he can have it as long as he's going backwards. Have they pulled that back? Is that a goal? Okay, 2-1. So they've got some ability as well. Is he onside? Atkinson goes to the ball. Yeah, it's a good ball, to be fair, and a good finish. Should have made it to half-time at 2-0. That's disappointing. Defending is really difficult. Oh, and he's done it. I went very quiet there for a second, but it's worth it. Mobile with the double, potentially on a hat-trick on his debut. He's done quite well there. And a good finish. That pace is going to be really important for us. But having said that, when we counter-attacked, all four of our midfielders were like not goal side of their defensive players. So maybe it's just a difference in their shape to ours. But oh Jesus, get goal side, get goal side, get goal side. Just stand, just stand, just stand. Well done. Okay, well that's good football. And Diamante's at the double. These two midfielders, though, I'm getting real worried by how like advanced they're getting. So we might have to like tweak some of these individual roles or everything. You've already probably figured it out, but like I don't do tricks or anything like that. So if you're expecting me to do like cutbacks or anything, this is why I'm worried that like once we get onto online play, playing against other people, we'll get absolutely torn apart. Oh Jesus, Danny De Silva's just lost the ball in a terrible spot. But he's won it back. Diamante playing the old Dylan Piraeus ball over the top. Oh, and Mobile was nearly there. Alright, we're through the hour mark here, so we probably have a look at making some changes in a second as well. Maybe next out we'll have a look at changes just based on who's fit and who's ready to go. Wilmering's just been absolutely turned. Oh, here he is again. Cut back. Can we get it away? Alright, and here we come the other direction. Oh, Jesus. Wizard of Woiwei I don't think's had a touch. Benzema's the danger. Just stand him up, boys. It's a good save from Jones. Can he get to the rebound? Oh, Jesus. I'll put that into a terrible area. Okay, thank God he's missed it. That's 100% on me. All right, let's make those changes. And let's just go on condition, I guess. Dorigo and Diamante, unsurprisingly, the main two. So Brimmer's going to come on. And then I might switch out the fullbacks because I think they're kind of getting a bit of a run around. Can I only make 3 subs? I can. All right, that'll do. And we might, for the remaining 20 minutes or so, just try and keep the ball as much as we can. And really work it back and forward as best as possible. So expect LC and Topor Stanley to get quite a few touches over the next few minutes. There's a fair bit of space available though. Oh, Jesus. All right. I didn't keep the ball the way that I said that I was going to keep the ball. Great win back there from, I think, Brimmer. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. I was busy watching De Silva. Oh, sorry. I was busy watching Al and Mobile on the overlap there, not looking at De Silva. All right. Stand him up. 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 Don't do anything silly. Good challenge. Is that a corner? No, I think we've actually gotten the ball back. All right. Let's just go the short one. It's cheapy. Oh, shit. I messed that up. Galloway here, fresh off the bench. Moody Najjar just got in the road. Alright, I'm not going to be mean to Moody anymore. He's gotten a couple of assists in this one as well, but it's weird that my 2 strikers are really more there just to kind of lay the ball off to other people running forward rather than getting in behind themselves. We'll see if that happens if we get like a McLaren or a Lafondre or someone like that. It's a good challenge. But we have largely dealt with the majority of what they've thrown our way, which is great. So it's good. I know it's against the computer, good save. But At least we're not getting torn apart. That's what I was really worried about, that maybe I could have gone legendary, or maybe eventually I'll get to ultimate. Who knows? But we'll see how we go with these squad battles. Good ball in. It's cleared away nicely.
Able to deal with the threat.
Here's Diamante, and he needs runners around him. He's absolutely knackered. Can do a crossfield switch though. Loves it. And here we go. This is Mobile's chance. Oh, that should have been the hat trick. Poor ball there from Galloway. Long ball forward. Can we get one more? Just before the game finishes off as we head into additional time. Oh, Jesus. He's gotten goal side. That's a good save from Jones again. I'm kind of glad that we got Jones. I know technically it's a little bit kind of cheaty because we got a silver player, but I think we might have needed it.
Taken short.
Oh, God. He's walking past us.
Well, there to intercept. Keeper had.
Now, Galloway can come flying the other direction. Here's Mobile. Can he get the switch on? Oh, we were through. We had the overlap.
The referee
It was good though. We got good bodies forward. I'm actually pretty happy with how that went. Jones gets equal best match rating in 8.5 for the amount of saves that he made, which is very, very impressive. And no surprise, Mobile gets the other one for his 2 goals in the match. Alright, so something a little bit different. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you do want to see more FIFA content, please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see FIFA content but a little bit different, like if you'd rather see pro clubs or like a career save or something like that, let me know down in the comment section below. As always with this stuff, so much of it's going to be driven by what you guys want to see. But if not, we'll probably jump back in next week. I'll probably play some squad battles off screen. We'll jump back next week and hopefully have some new packs to open, some new players to get in, some new players to play against, and potentially next week we might even jump into playing against some of the other teams in like seasons or something like that. We'll see how we go. We'll see how the week plans out and how much actual game time we can actually get. But as always, more than anything, thank you so much for watching. That is the part that we appreciate the most. Like this video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to help us continue to grow and develop a little bit further. We really want to get that custom URL for 100 subscribers. But as always, I've been Sean and we'll see you all again on the island.